interesting matchup in this next game. Tennessee Titans 7-6, Los Angeles Chargers 7-6. Chargers a 3-point favorite here, and this one's interesting because both teams are good at what the other opponent's defense is bad at. Right? Chargers are a good pass defense. Titans can't cover, save their lives. Titans are a good run offense. Chargers can't stop the run to save their lives. So it's going to come down to, for me, clock management and smarter play call, less risky. So I'm going to take the Titans here on the upset. I think Derrick Henry has a ridiculous game. And the Chargers are going to have to do too much, I think. And then at the end of the day, Titans will edge it out either in overtime or just like a 1-point victory at the end of the day.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Chargers, this is their off week. They win one, they lose one, they win one, they lose one. They won last week, and 7-6, they're going to be 7-7. I feel like it does come down to just what you said, Brady, which is coaching. And I definitely got to give the edge to Brable on this one and clock management and all that good stuff. He's impressive as a leader of men out there. And then on the other side, Staley has made mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake all through his tenure. I love the way he goes for it analytically against the number with the numbers and stuff like that, going for a lot of fourth downs, putting it in his quarterback's hands, which Herbert is just an absolute gem. But the Chargers just continue to not be a team that you can trust week in and week out. You don't know what you're going to get. I know what I'm going to get from the Titans. I'm not overly impressed with what I'm going to get from the Titans, but I know what I'm going to get from them. So I'm going to lean Titans here, but it's a very tough call on this one. I can see the Chargers winning this one too, but I'm going Titans here. How about you, Ed?
Yeah, it's hard to go against the king. It's really hard to go against the king. You don't know what defense is going to show up. We don't know. That's what makes this game tough to call. Me and Charlie and I were speaking of this game off camera. This was a tough one to call. Reason being, because we didn't see Miami try to run the ball against the Chargers in order for us to know whether we think Henry could do it. Because they just didn't try it. They just kept trying to throw the ball and force it. I think we're going to get a different Tennessee Titans team coming at the Chargers here. I think it's going to be a little bit different. I think they're going to try to run the ball. I think they're going to try to exploit. And I think they'll try and play the pass well. I mean, they're chipped up with the receiver department. I feel like all you got to do is try to stop Nick's boy Palmer, And then maybe things start to look up defensively for the Tennessee Titans. And then you got the pass catcher out of the backfield. Eckler, keep an eye on this kid. He's good. But I just think Titans. I think the Titans, if they get the ball rolling and they get the king rolling, I think it's going to be a tough game for the Chargers. Must win for the Chargers. Tennessee Titans, not necessarily a must win, but they do need to stay ahead in the division to make the playoffs, because I think Charlie had mentioned that basically if they don't win the division, they're not going to make the playoffs. So that's an interesting take coming out of that division in the AFC. But I'm going King Henry and the Tennessee Titans. How about you, Nick?
Yeah, touch on what Brady said about Derrick Henry. You as well, Ed, talking about him having a big game. I think that he's also gonna have a big game. I think he'll bounce back here. I think the Chargers are right there at the bottom with the rush defense, but at the same time, I think that Justin Herbert's gonna take it over the top with in the passing game. He can very well throw for 500 yards in this game on this Tennessee secondary. Mike Williams starting to shine a little bit last week for them, and then Palmer still having a decent season. I'm gonna go Chargers again this week. I'm feeling the momentum for them. I think that they're the better team heading to the playoffs. Per se, I don't really agree with you guys as much as on the Tennessee thing. I don't like them coming into the season. I didn't like them last year. Yeah, they were a playoff team last year. Championship NFC championship team, I believe, right?
AFC. Yep.
or AFC.
Yep. They were
excuse me.
number one seed. Yep.
Yeah. So, but I and they proved me wrong last year. So, but I think that they're a little bit worse this year. I think they're a little more banged up this year, and I think the Chargers should win this game. They're capable of winning this game. Herbert, I think, is gonna be the guy to really take them over the edge
Yeah, I think
in this
so.
one and make it, you know, what was the -3? I think they cover the spread. I think they cover the spread, and I think maybe by a touchdown, 27-20, something like that.
It's
I agree
possible.
with you.
Herbert's a beast.
The Chargers are the more talented team. They're just a team that is just so hard to trust. They're so inconsistent. It sucks because the talent's there. I mean, you guys loved them in the offseason, and I really couldn't make too much of an argument against it other than show me that you're that team. And they still just win one, lose one, win some, win two in a row, look good, and then stumble backwards. You know, get beat by the Raiders a couple of weeks ago, and it's tough. It's tough to put a finger on the Chargers every single season. But talent wise, you're right. I love Mike Williams. You know, I love Austin Eckler. Obviously, you know, they got beat up with the injury bug again on defense, but it's you know, they still got players. They're playing hard. They covered Miami's receivers, just blanketed them. You know, Tyreek got loose, but that's what Tyreek does. But no one else on the Miami Dolphins offense had over 2 catches that game. That includes Jalen Waddle. And no, he wasn't at 100%, but still 2 catches. He played the whole game. So Chargers good.
Yeah, very well. Tennessee.
Yeah, I was very impressed. I was very impressed what they did with Miami. I just, like you said, it's the coaching, the ups and